See, if I knew when I was younger I was going to be a target individual, if I knew that, my stepdad and that church he was connected to and got my family involved in, and that, the family members connected to him, if I knew that they were all going to turn on me and create some false claims or investigation or dossier on me with corrupted law enforcement and these people that they're connected to, the fusion centers and government officials and crooked attorneys, lawyers, you know how deep this shit gets. But I digress on that shit. But it's like if I would have known all this was going down behind the scenes the whole time, I would have been a little bit more prepared going into my middle 20s. I would have had a little bit more saved, or at least try to hold on to what assets that I did have at a young age. Because before you awaken to being a targeted individual, you really don't know how bad it can get. You really don't know how tight your situation can get. And it's even worse when you see all the sellouts around you and you wonder, how come they're not going through it too? How come I'm the only one going through this, being singled out by everybody, but everybody's just agreeing on a lie against me? Like, I'm more empathetic. I have more of a heart, and I've done a lot more for people that I did not post about, I did not say, I did not make a video and post it on social media for likes and shares. So it's like, I know I don't deserve this shit. I know I don't deserve this shit. And then I see other people who are pieces of shit, bro. And I'm very humble. It takes a lot for me to call somebody a piece of shit. Like, I will let you get over on me. I will let you, lie in my face. And I know you're lying to me, but I feel awkward calling you out. So I'm going to just let you stay in your little delusional world. And it's like, I've let so much slide, I've let so much slide. I've done a lot for people. I was very understanding. I've been cordial with people. Just to realize that all these people are just fucking sellouts, actors, fucking. And when I say actor, I don't mean a real actor. I just mean acting, acting fake, not authentic. Have hidden agendas and motives, and it's like, I just know if I knew all this shit was gonna go down back then, I would have definitely had a lot set aside. Because let's be real, excuse me, let's be real. If you're a target individual, and let's say, all right, you were a target individual and you had like more than 50K, or not even that. That's just a number I'm throwing out there. I know somebody's going to laugh. That's just a number. But I mean, like, let's say you had enough to support you, right? And you had it in the bank, or you had it secured where it couldn't be stolen or taken from you. Then being targeted would not be so bad. You understand? Because you could really just live off that money. And not only that, but you could double it. And I'm not going to say in what ways on here. Legally, you can double it. So it's like, being targeted with money and with all the assets and what you need to get by wouldn't be too bad. But when you're targeted and you're working towards something, that's when it becomes a challenge. That's when it's like, all right, motherfuckers know you trying to move around from where you're at. They know you're trying to get a better job, to move. It ain't even like we give a fuck about these jobs. We just need them to get that money, and we trying to make our moves. And it's like, when you're targeted and you don't have all that shit already put aside and saved, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to my target individuals out there who are young, and you were just thrown into life. You weren't taught nothing about anything. Because that's what narcissistic parents do. They kind of just throw you out there, and over time they start to look at you as competition. Because that's what they do to me. They compare me to older people in my family who've been alive for years. Y'all motherfuckers are in y'all 50s, 40s, and 60s. Why is a 25-year-old's progress in life being compared to some older motherfuckers? And that's how I know these people really do see us as competition. And they think they're above you just because of their little standing in society. But we didn't sell out to get where we're at. First off, we didn't join the military. We didn't join no secret clearances. We didn't get locked in with no Eastern Stars, Shriners, or pedo Masons and all that. In the churches, how y'all did to get y'all little network and associate network going. How y'all have each other's back. Somebody needs money, y'all give them money. That's how y'all all look out for each other. A bunch of narcissists looking out for each other. That's how y'all keep going. That's how y'all stay in these positions. Am I right? So with this video, I just wanted to say, if I was more prepared in advance and knew how deep I knew shit was going on when I was younger. I was always an introvert because I knew people acted funny, but I thought it was just people being fake. I thought people were just being fake, and I thought that's how people were. So I decided to stay to myself. I'd always just chill on my own, be playing some video games, drawing. I'm an artist at heart. I'm really an artist. I would be drawing a lot. I would be listening to beats or like just staying to myself. I really would. I was looking at back then. I was more into the esoteric, new age stuff. I ain't into that now, but I'll admit, as a kid, I was kind of misled on that path. But I wasn't hurting nobody, man. I really wasn't. I was silent to myself. And bro, honestly, I ain't no bully. I'm not actually tall at all, bro. I'm like 5'6", 5'5". Like I don't weigh much, so it's like I've never been the type of dude to go and try to put people down or target people in a group or bully people. I'm not even built for that. So it's like the way all this happened was just, I don't know. I think we're just surrounded by a bunch of narcissistic weirdos and haters, and they give you them smug smiles and looks. Even your own family be giving you them looks, knowing they're fucking sellouts. And that's what's crazy to me. But hey, for me, it's death before dishonor. And for these thieves, they never had no honor, so they probably don't understand what that is anyways.